New unseen photos of the King with Prince George and Princess Charlotte have been featured on Sunday's BBC documentary. The BBC documentary Charles0tte, The Making of a Monarch, showed previously unseen footage of the King with his grandchildren. Charles III is known to be a doting grandfather, and fans got the chance to see some adorable evidence of his close connection to his oldest grandchildren in a new documentary. In Charles0tte, The Making of a Monarch, which the BBC aired on Sunday evening, the King could be seen enjoying himself with Prince George and Princess Charlotte. Meanwhile, his American grandchildren are nowhere to be found in the documentary. It can be seen that King Charles has never had a photo with Archie and Lilibet since a photoshopped baptism photo of Archie. In one moment, captured in 2016 when the young prince was 3, Charles and George, now 9, bonded as they sat around a table at an outdoor tea party, where the young prince clasped a glass of orange juice and his grandfather pointed to something in the distance. In another shot, he appeared to be holding something up to entertain Princess Charlotte, now 7, who was then just 1 year old, wearing a sweet blue dress with a matching bow in her hair as she gazed at the then Prince Charles with interest. The adorable photographs were shown over a previous interview with Charles, where he explained how his grandchildren motivate his passion to care for the environment. "I mind so much about the future, what we're going to leave to our children and grandchildren," he said. "That's what really gets me going." Royal fans were delighted to spot the previously unseen images in the documentary, which charted the King's journey from prince to monarch. "Grandpa King is adorable," wrote one individual on Twitter. "It's very precious," they added. A second said on Instagram, "Look how adorable they are. He's such a wonderful grandpa. So glad they have him around," and vice versa. The King also paid tribute to the Queen Consort in the moving and intimate behind-the-scenes programme, calling her the best listener in the world, and saying that she has a wonderful way with people. In another moment, he spoke of his love for the late Queen, poignantly explaining that he tried to call her when he was younger. Providing voiceover for a black and white clip that showed him playing with the telephone while mouthing "Mama," the monarch said, "My mother inevitably was so busy having to do all the tours abroad. I remember when I was quite young trying to talk on the telephone when she was miles away." The documentary aired less than a week before Charles and Camilla will be crowned in a spectacular ceremony. It comes as royal experts believe Prince Harry still holds a grudge for his alleged act of monumental selfishness. These claims and admissions have been brought to light by author and writer Jennifer Selway. Her claims were shared in a piece for the Express UK and point out how angry Prince Harry allegedly is now that, in an act of monumental selfishness, Grandpa Charles decides to hold his own party on the same day. After all, what was he thinking? Obviously a 4-year-old's tea party takes priority in the Grand Duchy of Montecito. This will be seen as another slight from the palace by the Markles. It could even make for an additional chapter in the next edition of Harry's book Spare, how his father, aided and abetted by the Queen, dangerous Camilla, deliberately ignored his grandson's birthday. No doubt something else Harry will want an apology for. Still, a lot of air will be punched at the palace with the news that Meghan is staying at home with the children.